Hey guys! So just ignore my messy kitchen behind me. Today I wanted to film a review video on this little cheesy tie-dye kit that I got at the Dollarama. I showed it in my Dollarama haul that I posted a little while ago. So I purchased this like a month ago now, I guess, and I just haven't gotten around to using it at all. Basically, it comes with 3 little colored bottles that already have the appropriate colored powder in it. It says you just add water, shake it up. Apparently it comes with the gloves and the elastics, which is pretty useful. And I honestly just thought it was a really good price at $1.50 because it comes with everything you need. And I mean, this may or may not be a great way to entertain the kids. Depends how good the product ends up being. So we're gonna give this a go today. I legitimately have not done anything tie-dye since maybe I was like 10 at a birthday party. So I don't actually know too much about techniques and all that kind of stuff. I know there's so many cool ways that people do different things, and there's like reverse dyeing, ice dye. People have done the shaving cream technique to use like a marbling effect. We're just gonna wing it. We're just testing to see if this is any good, okay? So the shirts that we're using are from the Dollar Tree. I have one that is a short sleeve, and the instructions on the back of this said to pre-wash. So I have pre-washed. Cold water, all that good stuff. I did not put them in the dryer because they're 100% cotton, so I just let them hang dry. This one is the Gildan brand Soft Style, and this is actually a long sleeve. And these were from, again, the Dollar Tree. This one, just for reference, says All Style Premium Active Wear, and they're both 100% cotton. So yeah, $1 for each one. These are adult sizes, so that's pretty cool that you can even get adult t-shirts and long sleeves just for $1.25 here in Canada. So that's super fun. And yeah, so we're gonna open this up and do all the things that it says. Alright, so that's probably as good as we're going to get with the camera angle there. So again, here's a better look at the packaging. So we're going to open this up, and again, the instructions on the back just say pre-wash with no fabric softener, tie the fabric in desired technique, add water to bottles and shake, replace the cap with the applicator tip, apply the dye to fabric, wrap it up in plastic, let sit 6 to 8 hours, and then rinse. Cut the ties to reveal and wash separately with a small amount of soap. Here's everything that it includes. Okay, so easy enough. The time is now a little bit after 8 p.m. So my plan on doing this is to be able to do this, let it sit overnight, and then rinse it out in the morning and then pop it in the wash. So here's our little bottles. You can see the powder inside there. So we're gonna fill those with water. That's fun. We have some rubber bands. Doesn't look like it comes with very many. I might have to grab a few more actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it only comes with 5. That's probably enough to do like one shirt. I don't know, what do you think? Grab some more. Comes with a little pair of gloves. Okay, so I filled the bottles with water. FYI, they're leaking a little bit around the sides there, so we're gonna set this aside. I did find a couple more elastics, but not that many, so essentially that means I only have 4 per shirt. So we'll see what happens. So I think we'll do the long sleeve first, and I think I want to do the sleeves in like this crumpling motion that I've seen people do. So each sleeve will have 1, I guess. Like that. Sure, why not? I mean, it doesn't really matter to me too much what it really ends up looking like. I'm really just interested in testing the quality of the dye. So put elastic on there. Cool. Okay, so now we have the body to work with. So I think I'm gonna do maybe like the same technique for the rest of this and just kind of work from one end, maybe scrunch going in like opposite directions like this. So maybe I'll just keep going across. Good enough? And then work from the other direction. I don't really know, you guys. It's fine. Maybe we'll try to like put the whole thing through. That. I think ideally we would have a few more elastics, but we're not going to worry about it. So we'll set that over there. For this one, I think maybe we'll try doing like more of the twisty motion. So maybe like here. I think people have twisted it and then instead of doing like this and tying it in sections, I think I've seen people grab like a twist and then twist it and they color that whole section, like they kind of tie it like this. So let's just go for that. This. And then we'll flip to over here and try the same thing. I think more is better. See, it's definitely leaking out the sides a little bit. So that's what I'll say about these bottles, is that the caps are not sealed very well. But anyway, I think the generic consensus is to sort of make it look darker than you think, because quite a lot of the color normally rinses out. And again, because this isn't exactly quality color, I don't know how pigmented it's going to be. And I don't know if we're going to have enough left to add any blue to the other shirt. I feel like this doesn't hold a lot of liquid. Wonder if I can add any more water to it. Well, I added more water because I didn't really have enough. So I feel like if you're gonna do one color, you don't really get enough to do one shirt. So I feel like with all three of the colors, you would have enough to do one, but I filled more water in here and we're gonna see if it comes out quite as dark or if it doesn't, but we'll just see. I'll just set that aside. And for the other one, I guess I'm just gonna go for only the yellow and the pink on the second one, because I don't know if I have enough of the blue to do the second time, but I do have blue all over my gloves. So you know what, I think we're not gonna worry about it. There's gonna definitely be some blue on it because of the plastic here, so we'll just go for it. Okay, so here are the two ones, and now I'm just going to clean up the rest of this and then just gather the plastic bag around it and hold it in tight in the plastic and then leave it sitting like that overnight. Okay, so it's the next day. These have sat a lot longer than 6 to 8 hours. I already did the one that's entirely blue, so we're just going to go ahead and take the elastics off, give it a rinse, and then pop it in the wash. I already washed the blue ones separately because I was worried that a lot of the blue would bleed onto this. Okay, so as you saw in my last clip, I rinsed them out. I mentioned that I washed the blue ones separately. So they've both been through the wash and I am letting them air dry. So the coloring on them, I think it turned out pretty good. So this one was mainly the yellow and the like magenta and the pink, and I did get some bits of blue on it just like I was showing in the video, but I think that there's like a good amount of spots of it that it doesn't look too bad, and I personally I really don't care. The one thing that I noticed on both of them is that the parts of the shirt that were totally white before, so like all of these spots are obviously where I dripped the dye, and the rest of the shirt before I rinsed it, you could kind of tell in the last clip, the rest of the shirt was still white, like crisp white. And when I rinsed the shirts in the sink, like the instructions said, the colors all bled. And so now the majority of the shirt is pink, if you can tell, which I love pink. So like I'm not complaining about it or anything, but I don't know if that's meant to have happened. I will say that I'm really impressed with how dark the colors stayed. Like the colors all look pretty accurate to me. I noticed on some people's videos, it seems like after they washed it, the colors really faded a lot as a whole, but I don't know if that's meant to happen. Like I'm saying, I think that the fabric underneath is supposed to stay white and just the color dye is supposed to lift, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that has happened to you or not with like actual brand name dye, like RIT dye, for example. And the same thing happened on the blue. The blue one I actually really like. I think I really enjoy how it's the two different shades of blue because I had to refill the bottle. So yeah, I really, really like it. I think it looks really beachy and fun. And I love that it's long sleeve too. But yeah, as you can see as well, the base of the shirt is a very, very pale, pale blue. It's not white anymore. So again, I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but overall, not bad for $1.25 for 3 colors plus the bottles and everything that it comes with. So I mentioned in my haul video when I first showed that dye set, I mentioned that I was interested in just having the bottles because I have separate powdered dye that I had purchased and I hadn't used it yet. I bought it like a year ago, I think, but I hadn't used it yet because I couldn't really sort out what I was going to put it in. So I'm going to reuse the bottles with the powdered dye that I have, and maybe I will compare because I think that the dye that I have is blue, so maybe we'll compare this blue coloring with the next one. And I also really want to try the shaving cream technique because I think that would be really cool. So yeah, so overall very happy. Overall would recommend, especially if you're trying to entertain the kiddos. And even though it doesn't come with a ton, I also did a long sleeve shirt and 2 shirts in their adult shirts. And I used all 3 bottles plus refilled the blue one 2 times. So basically you need 2 bottles worth for 1 adult shirt because I refilled the blue twice. And then for this one, I used the whole pink bottle and the whole yellow bottle. So maybe if you were doing like white socks, I've seen a lot of people doing tie-dye socks, white bucket hats, that kind of thing. Or if you use all 3 bottles, you'll have plenty to do 1 shirt. Or if you do children's shirts, obviously less fabric. So yeah, so that's pretty much all that I have to say about these. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Hopefully it helps somebody. All my social media links and my contact information are in the description box down below. So I hope you all have a great day. Bye.